The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Erin Holscher. I'm the Business Development Manager here at ASTA. I'll be the organizer for today's presentation hosted by USI Travel Insurance Services, titled Travel Insurance, the Easy Revenue. One lucky advisor attending live today will win a $50 gift card. Before we get started, I'd like to point out a few important features on their screen that will allow you to interact with us. We'll be answering your questions at the end of the presentation. However, please feel free to submit throughout. To ask a question, you'll use the GoToWebinar pane. Near the bottom is an area that says Questions. If you click on the arrow next to where it says Questions, it will open up a new window. This is what you will use to communicate with us. If you're having trouble hearing the presentation, please make sure your speakers are linked and turned on. And if you called in, try hanging up and dialing back in again. You can send me any technical issues via that same questions pane. Please also note that all audience members are muted. We certainly want to hear from you, but we have so many people on the call that the background noise would be prohibitive, and we want to ensure that everyone can listen to the entire presentation. Finally, please remember that this webinar is being recorded and available for on-demand viewing at asta.org in just a few short days. Please join me in welcoming today's presenter, Sharon Brew. Sharon, take it away.
Thank you very much, Erin. And hello, everyone. We're so happy to be here to have this opportunity to speak to ASTA members today. You may not know us, so I'll make a brief introduction. We are USI Travel Insurance Services, the travel insurance division of USI Holdings Corporation, one of the top global insurance brokerage firms. This year, we're celebrating 50 years in the travel insurance business. We have deep roots in the educational travel community and in the global medical market, have a prospering tour operator program, and we also sell plans to the general public. But the reason we're here today is to share our new program that was designed specifically for the travel advisor market. Now, just a quick overview of USI to show you how large we are. USI Travel Insurance Services sits within the USI Holdings Corporation. We have over 200 offices throughout the U.S. in every state and in the District of Columbus. We have over 10,000 USI employees working in various business units, not only travel insurance, but any other type of insurance line that you may require in your life. And we have generated over $2 billion in revenue. So just to show you the financial soundness of our business. Now, a little bit about me. Certainly by my last name, it's not hard to forget that name. And I've been in the travel industry since 1981 in this space, in travel insurance, emergency medical, global assistance since then. And prior to then, I began my career after college as a travel agent and travel agency manager. So I always like to say that I speak two languages, one of the travel industry and one of the insurance industry, and try to merge them together to assist our accounts with how they offer products, with any challenges they may have, and so forth. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia. I am national. I am the Vice President of USI Travel Insurance Services. And you may have met me in the past throughout my career and your career at trade shows, on fam trips, during office visits, and etc. Some of the past companies that I've been employed with where you may have met me are Mafre, which owned Insure and Go, Travel Guard, and then AIG Travel Guard, Travel Save, and what is not added on the screen, I was with the Travelers, which then that division became Travel Insured International. So I have very in-depth knowledge of this industry and have worked for many, many companies associated with it. So let's get to the specifics. Our new plan for travel advisors and your clients is called Vacation Insure. It features typical trip cancellation benefits, and it is available to all U.S. residents, including Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia. We feature two plan levels, Standard and Plus, both of which offer the CFAR upgrade. And I will explain the differences between these two plans as we proceed. Now, on the plan highlights for Vacation Insure, I'd like to point out some of the more important benefits of offering this product to your clients. First, the maximum trip cost is $100,000 per person. So this is a very good offering for those clients who are now taking those bucket list trips, or those clients who need to have that higher coverage for longer journeys to, vast areas of the world where you've booked them to. The CFAR benefit is 75% of the non-refundable trip costs, one of the highest in the industries. And that is on both plans, the Standard and the Plus. We do offer 14-day or 21-day early purchase window depending on the plan level. The 14-day is Standard, the 21-day is Plus plan. Another interesting benefit to this plan is the purchase to departure window, which is 24 months, which means if I give you my deposit on my trip today and I'm not traveling until 18, 20 months from today, I can still purchase travel insurance at this point. We provide to you a branded URL to share with your travelers so they can view the plan details, get a quote, and buy their plan online, which equals less hassle for you. And we offer you in-house customer service team, which is available to answer questions and assist and advocate for your travelers during the claims process. Our representatives in our call center, which is based outside of Philadelphia, PA, can transact policy sales for your clients, and they're trained to request the account name and the number, your account number, so you'll receive the full commission for the sale. We do not deduct any points from a phone transaction. You will receive the same commission whether it is through the branded URL or through phone. This table shows the Standard and Plus plan benefits side by side so you can make an easy comparison. I'll point out the key differences. As I stated earlier, the early purchase time frame, Standard is 14 days from initial trip deposit date, Plus is 21 days. The trip interruption benefit is 100% of trip costs for Standard and 150% of trip costs for the Plus plan. Emergency accident and sickness medical expense covers up to $50,000 for Standard compared to $250,000 for Plus. And emergency medical evacuation covers up to $250,000 for Standard compared to $500,000 for Plus. Now, this is a lot of information to digest, so we will share this presentation with you after the webinar so you can keep it as a reference. On this slide, we like to show the general plan guidelines, which is also available in the policy and on the website. Just a few things to reiterate here. The 14-day versus 21-day early purchase window on the Standard and Plus plan. There is no age limit on the Plus plan. And on the Standard plan, it can be sold up to age 84. The maximum trip cost, as I said previously, is $100,000 per person, and the advanced purchase window is 24 months. Now, the next two slides I like to put in because I think it's important you know what you're selling, what the benefits of the plan are, and as you will have this sent to you, this presentation, it'll be easy access for you rather than combing through the website or the policy. It'll give you a snapshot of what we offer. This will give you a detailed list from the policy of the covered reasons for trip cancellation and trip interruption. I won't read all of these bullet points to you, but I encourage you to visit our website and download the PDF of these slides so you can refer to this information as you wish. Now, I'd like to speak about CFAR, the Cancel for Any Reason benefit. Since the beginning of the pandemic and continuing on to this day currently, all carriers involved in this space have seen a 283% increase in the purchase of CFAR on travel insurance policies. So your clients, the general public, have seen the advantage of purchasing CFAR, even though they have to pay additional premium to upgrade to CFAR on their policy. They see the value of it. And the traveler should upgrade their plan to CFAR because it gives the traveler the utmost flexibility and financial security for their trip. It allows the traveler to cancel the trip for literally any reason at all and still be reimbursed for most of their prepaid, non-refundable trip expenses. Okay. So what do you need to know? How does it work? Well, with the standard plan, the traveler needs to purchase their policy within 14 days of initial trip deposit to upgrade to CFAR, or on the Plus plan within 21 days of their initial trip deposit. And they must insure all prepaid, non-refundable trip costs. If thereafter they increase their trip costs, they may call the USI call center and have their plan adjusted accordingly within the 14-day or 21-day window of making those additional arrangements. This will allow them to maintain the intact policy, including their CFAR coverage. Now, if they have to make a claim using their CFAR coverage, they must cancel with their travel organizer, you, at least 2 days, 48 hours before their scheduled departure to be eligible to make a CFAR claim. Then they must contact USI Travel Insurance Services to file a claim. And I would like to note at this time that CFAR is not available to residents in New York State. That is not any insurance company stating that. That is the Department of Insurance of New York State. Okay, now this particular slide will give you an overview of when you sign on with us, because we try to make your travel insurance program easy to implement and sell. One way we do that is providing a branded website for you to share with your clients. Your logo, if you wish, will be featured at the top, plus the URL will include your account number to ensure all sales are attributed to your business. On the website, customers can easily get a quote and buy their insurance plan. Additionally, they can review the plan benefits table, find the plan document for their state of residence, read through the FAQs, and find information to start a claim. With a thorough and easy to navigate website, our hope is that your travelers can buy their insurance independently or contact us so you won't be bothered. And as you can see in the top right-hand corner of the website of this landing page is our toll-free number. And the call center is there Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, a few more screenshots of the actual website, the quote and enrollment process. The next step would be to insert how many travelers are wishing to purchase insurance to begin the process. Then they tell us if they're a U.S. resident and which state that they reside in, and the travel expenses to be insured. Then the information will be inserted for the departure and return dates, the initial trip deposit payment date, which is extremely important, the trip costs, and the date of birth. When they hit the calculate my quote button, it will populate the price and offering of the plans on Vacation Insure. It will show the standard, plus, and then both of those plans with CFAR. And then the client can just select the plan that they want and enroll now. The next few screens will appear, and they will be able to insert all the pertinent details, their name, contact information, and so forth. And then the final page will be where they will provide us with their credit card number so that the sale can be transacted by USI. At any time on any one of these pages, if they feel that they have a question, or if you feel you have a question, if you're doing this on behalf of your clients and you want to stop and contact the USI call center, please do that, because the phone number will be on each screenshot. And then that customer service representative can even take over the sale and complete it for your client. Now, on this particular page, we show you a sample email purchase confirmation that is sent to the client. And there's some very valuable information in here. On the left side of the screen here, it will give them our email address and phone number. It will show the 24/7 travel assistance contact information, which is provided through On Call International. And then if they need to file a claim, the email address is there and a phone number is there. And then on the right-hand side of the screen, it will give them a snapshot of what they actually purchased to make sure that it is all correct. And something else that we do about 30 days prior to the client's departure date, we send out a reminder email that they do have a travel insurance policy, because a lot of people are booking their trips, as you know, so far in advance. They purchase the travel insurance. We send them the email confirmation, but maybe they've misplaced it, or maybe they've deleted it by mistake. So we like to offer this as part of a concierge service to remind them you do have travel insurance. Now, as you all know, by offering travel insurance, you earn a commission, which entails more revenue in your company's pocket. Or if you're self-employed, home-based travel agent, travel advisor, the money goes directly to you, to your business. And the next slide is one of my favorite slides that I like to include in all my webinars. This will show you an example of total customers, 1,428, average trip cost, $2,500, average travel insurance policy per insured, $212.50. But the difference at the top example of just a passive travel advisor, not really doing anything, just directing the client to their website to purchase insurance. If only 7% of your clients participated, that would be your annual commission revenue from travel insurance, a little over $4,000. As opposed to if you're educated and trained, if you're pointing out the fact that the client needs travel insurance, advising them where to find it on your website, even assisting them, providing them with a travel insurance flyer, travel insurance waiver. Then on this example here, you have 50% participation of 714 clients purchasing insurance. So the earned commission is over $33,000. So that's a big difference when you take command of the sale and try to assist your client in purchasing it. And what we'd like to do, and we're very proud to offer, travel insurance webinars. So when you become an account of USI Travel Insurance Services, we can arrange a training webinar for your team, for your office. You don't have to wait for just one for, like 100 travel advisors to sign up to listen to, you can request your own personal travel insurance webinar. So when you sign on as an account of USI, here are some of the materials you would receive. On the left-hand side, we like to provide a flyer that you can share with your clients. So it's a PDF flyer. It will give them a snapshot of what Vacation Insure offers, and the toll-free number in there goes into the USI call center. On the right-hand side, we do provide a web banner that you can embed the URL link within, and then load this banner on your website so that the client can just click on the banner and start purchasing travel insurance. Now on this slide here, we offer you a few more sales support materials. On the left-hand side are sales tips for you and your team. We have a lot of new travel advisors entering our travel industry since the pandemic, and they need to be educated. And this is a good piece to offer to them during their training process, or even seasoned travel advisors. You may be comfortable using some of this language that's provided in here. On the right-hand side of the screen is an actual selling script. The reason that we provide this to you and your team is so that you are communicating correctly per what an insurance company is allowed to be said about their product. So that's why we really don't want you to be insurance agents, but we do want you to make your clients aware that travel insurance does exist, and here's where you go to purchase it. And if they come up with any of those what if questions, then refer them to the USI call center. Okay, we always provide you as a new account with a key contact sheet so that if you have any questions, you, the travel advisor, or your team, you will have this available to you to go to the right person. Our customer service, as I stated earlier, is based outside of Philadelphia, PA. We are there Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The customer service representatives can answer questions about the policy. They can transact sales. They can do upgrades on policies, existing policies. They can assist with initiating a claim for your client. And we have the ability of languages in English, Spanish, and Mandarin Chinese with the ability to reach translators in other languages if needed. Now, all claims are adjudicated and paid by the claims administrator on behalf of the insurance company. This enables Travel Insurance Services to remain in a neutral position to provide support and assistance to the individual submitting the claim. USI Travel Insurance Services maintains excellent relationships with our carrier partners, and because of this, we can act as an advocate to the insured if an issue arises in the claim adjudication process with the claims administrator or carrier. This particular marketing piece that we provide to you is actually, it's actually 2 pages, and it's very nice because it's mapping out exactly the process for beginning a claim. And on the second part of it, it will tell you for a trip cancellation claim exactly what you need, all the documents, likewise trip interruption, if it's a medical claim, if it's evacuation claim, baggage loss claim. So we tell you specifically on this form, telling your client what they need to provide to make for a very good claims process. Okay. Now, maybe a lot of you are not aware of the travel insurance licensing model in the U.S. If you've been affiliated with a host agency, it may be the host agency headquarters that holds the licensing, and that you will fall underneath their licensing for the states. When you sign on with us, say you're a home-based travel advisor, you come underneath the licensing registry of USI for 48 states, whereby we can pay you commission to residents in 48 states in the District of Columbia, and you don't have to have a travel insurance license. The only two other states that require any type of state-specific licensing is New York State and Hawaii. They want you to have a license. Either if you reside in that state, you hold a limited license, resident license, or if you reside out of both of those states, it's a non-resident limited travel insurance license. We can help you obtain one of these licenses if you feel that you offer tours to many residents from those states. And we can only pay you commission on sales to residents of those states if you have a license. The next slide will show you in pretty colors that the 48 states in the District of Columbia in green do play well together in the sandbox, like as I like to say, when it comes to adhering to the Travel Insurance Producer Licensing Reform, the Model Act. New York and Hawaii are the outliers. So if any of you have questions on licensing, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay. So at this time, our presentation is concluded, and I welcome questions about our planner program. And I really would like to thank you that you've joined us during this busy holiday season. And hopefully we will connect in the very near future. Now I'm going to hand it over to Erin to see if there's any questions.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for a in-depth presentation. This is fantastic information to be able to work with our ASTA advisors and providing a high level of care for all of their clients traveling. So thank you so much for this thorough information that you provided. So to dive into a few of the questions from our advisors, the first question that popped up is, if a client fills out the form and pays, how is it credited to agent's commission?
Okay, we don't work by paper, first of all, if that's what you're referring to. We only offer the travel insurance through the branded URL link, and your account number is embedded in that link. And if the client contacts the USI call center, they are trained to ask, well, who is your travel agency? Who is your travel advisor? Do you know the account number? We will really investigate quite thoroughly in order to credit the travel advisor with the commission that's due. If something should slip through the crack, you can always reach out to me after you get your monthly commission statement, and I'll be happy to research it for you.
Excellent. Thank you. So this one aligns with the branded link that you were talking about as well. So for that branded website, could you provide more details about how an advisor can customize it? I know you said that they can put their logo on it, or how does that process happen?
Yes, with this branded website for the vacation insurer, the only way they can customize is to have their logo on it. And we put the logo on for them.
Thank you. Now, where do I access the forms you referenced about the supporting documents needed when filing a claim?
Those are sent to you as part of being a new account. We provide you with a marketing file, and all those materials that I presented in the webinar here today are included in the marketing file.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, do you offer an annual coverage option?
I knew this question would come up, and we do. Our annual plan is called Voyager. There are 2 levels to it, gold and silver. And if anyone is interested in that, they can reach out to me. It is commissionable, and I'll be happy to send you the information.
And the last question here is, what if I need to get a hold of USI outside of those standard business hours you referenced?
It depends on the reason that you're calling. If it's an emergency, then you would call the 24/7 assistance line. If it's just a general policy question, you would have to leave a message on the after hours service, and then it would be addressed the next day.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, that concludes our Q&A session for this afternoon. So the next option, or the next element here of our webinars are, I'm so excited to be able to say, are the prize drawings. So USI has graciously provided a $50 gift card for one lucky advisor attending live today. So drum roll, please. Today's winner is going to be Dawn Engler. Dawn, I'm going to provide your contact information to Sharon and her team, and they will be following up with you directly to get that $50 gift card sent over to you as well. So as I mentioned in the start of the webinar, this was a recorded webinar. So I encourage you to listen to the presentation again. It will be available to ASTA members at asta.org in just a few short days. Thank you so much to our partners at USI Travel Insurance Services and all of you who have joined us for today's webinar. Sharon, anything to send us out with?
I hope that everyone has a very happy holiday season, and I hope that you have a very successful 2024. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you all. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.